right now on SAU Weekly, Forging Ahead, following what students are calling a rough transition for the campus mailroom and bookstore, how they're forging ahead with a new system. And Dance Till You Drop. We preview SAU Dance Marathon's push day with President Addie Hendrick in this week's What's the Buzz. And in sports, SAU welcomes a new coach to lead the inaugural women's wrestling team. Plus, Unstoppable. We'll bring you the highlights of an unbelievable performance from the SAU football team. Your latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University starts right now. Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Grant Ward.
And I'm Ellie Seeberger.
At the start of the school year, the campus bookstore and mailroom were placed under new management. Following their successful launch at Mount Mercy, the edtech company Slingshot took over operations, aiming to streamline mail delivery and textbook ordering. However, student reactions to the changes have been mixed.
I would say I'm a little bit more negative on just ordering textbooks from them. It might just be because it's different than the old system.
The mailboxes were really tricky, and now I get an email every time I have a package.
The only issue that I have had with the mailroom is having to wait in a pretty long line just to receive a letter.
The electronic system of it arriving, and then people have to actually go in and scan it as well as to check it in. And there's a disconnect between the people and the electronic system, and it's causing problems, and it's still causing problems for students today.
I'm a big fan of how they are constantly emailing us, with reminders of we need to pick up our packages, because I'm the type of person that just forgets about it.
Despite these concerns, the mailroom and bookstore are pressing on. SAU Weekly's Dominic Neely gives us a closer look at the new system.
It's business as usual inside the SAU mailroom. Shipments are arriving, as are students, eagerly awaiting textbooks and care packages. A process that proved to be successful at Mount Mercy, and Slingshot, alongside student employees, are here to help.
Putting your first and your last name on the package and then making sure the address is correct. You don't need to put your dorm room number, you don't need to put the hall that you're living in, just put that it's 518 West Locust Street and then Davenport, Iowa 52803.
Change takes time, and after just a few short weeks into the school year, that's simply what the new management is asking for.
Check in with us a little bit later in the day. We get all of our packages in about 10 o'clock and then we try to receive them before 1:30 or 2. So it's just coming in a little bit around that 2 o'clock range to come and pick up your packages.
As for the bookstore side, Slingshot hopes to streamline the process of ordering textbooks within one simple website.
So whenever you're opted in, all new students are opted in, you will have an order that's made for you based on your course schedule that we receive from St. Ambrose, and your books are automatically sent to us and they're ready before the first day of school.
While the process is designed to be convenient, students still have a few things that they should keep an eye on to make sure everything runs smoothly.
And then so something to just keep in mind is just keep on checking your emails. And then if you're worried about how Slingshot's doing the transactions, just go in and check your transaction history and your order history. You can see all that on your Slingshot portal.
Despite the change, the goal remains the same, simplifying how you get your mail and textbooks. With SAU Weekly, I'm Dominic Neely.
Thanks, Dom. You can access the Slingshot website inside your SAU student portal. As part of SAU Dance Marathon's 13th year of fundraising, next week marks Push Week, a way for students and staff to get involved and donate to the University of Iowa's Stead Family Children's Hospital. In this week's What's the Buzz, SAU Weekly's Ellie Seeberger sits down with Dance Marathon President Addie Hendrick to highlight next week's events.
Thanks, Grant. Joining me now is SAU Dance Marathon President Addie Hendrick. Thanks for being here today, Addie.
Thank you for having me.
So what ultimately inspired you to kind of be a part of Dance Marathon and then now as the president? Like, what kind of inspired you to get involved?
Yeah, so my freshman year, actually, I was asked to join Dance Marathon just through like word of mouth and stuff. So I was like, what is this about? And people were talking about how it raises money for kids with pediatric illness. And I was like, okay, sounds like a great organization to be a part of. So the fundraising director at the time was Carly Davis. And so I just kind of got involved through her. And then fast forward, that year ended, I loved Dance Marathon, and they were like, we have a position on the executive board to be fundraising director. So I was like, perfect, great opportunity to work my way up, so that's what I did. And then after last year ended, I just had so much passion and so much heart for Dance Marathon that I decided to apply to be president. There was where the other people wanted to, but no one really did it, and then I was like, you know what, I wanted to be president my senior year, but I'm only a junior, and it kind of just fell into my lap in a sense. I expressed some interest, but I was like, yeah, I think that this is my calling, where I'm supposed to be, and here I am as president, and I just love every second of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
As the president, what are kind of your main goals for this year?
Yeah, so obviously our biggest goal is to fundraise money. So that's what we do all year. We fundraise money, and then we raise how much we worked for all year at big event in April. But I think my goal for this year is to just tell everyone to have fun. Like, I really want this to be a memorable experience, and not to sound cliche, but like sometimes you get so focused on what you can do to be better to raise all this money, and we forget like the importance of just making a safe space for these kids to come and to have fun and see our passion and to hang out with us for a little bit and not have to really worry about what they're going through on the side. So I just really want everyone to have fun and just to remember that they're making a bigger impact, which is the most important thing that they can do.
Yeah. And for anyone that might be interested in joining Dance Marathon, what are some upcoming events that we can look forward to?
Yes, we have one this Saturday, September 27th from 8 to 2 p.m. It's called Miracle Miles. It's something that we're bringing back. We haven't done it in 2 years, but it's just a walk around Vanderveer Park. And then every walk or every lap you walk around the park raises money for the University of Iowa Healthcare Stead Family Children's Hospital. And it kind of kicks off our push week, which is next week. So our push day is on October 2nd. So we'll have stuff going throughout the day. That's our day that we just raise funds in 24 hours. And it's like a mini event to get us excited for our big event in April. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah, awesome. And again, just for anyone who is interested, can you kind of walk us through the process of how they can sign up and just kind of what that looks like for them?
Yeah, so if they're interested, they can reach out to me and my email, which is saudm.president@gmail.com, or they can just message me to, it's a pretty small campus. If you ask anyone about Dance Marathon, I'm sure they could lead you in the right direction with one of our directors or someone who is on the club. But yeah, basically reach out to me or come to Push Day. That's a great way to also get involved, to come see what we do. You don't have to be a dancer. You can come, have fun. We'll have some games there too. Maybe see if this is something that you want to be a part of. You can be a part of it very low time commitment or higher time commitment, depending on what works best for your schedule. We just want to make sure everyone can have the same experience and find a passion for it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here. I'm super excited that you got to talk about Dance Marathon. I think it's great. I highly encourage anyone to join. Definitely join.
Yes.
But we look forward to hearing all about Dance Marathon and all of its success as the year goes on.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. Back to you, Grant.
Thanks, Ellie. Coming up next in sports, we introduce you to Carly Rusk, the new women's wrestling coach, and we bring you highlights from SAU football, volleyball, and women's soccer. Join SAU Weekly's Ross Willerth as he takes you inside SAU athletics. Stay tuned.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your group at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories, ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up. Ready the studio in 3, 2.
Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
We begin with breaking news after a vehicle crashed into a non-residential campus building overnight.
We should always have places to promote inclusivity on and off campus.
You guys got the opportunity to scrimmage against 3 Division I basketball teams. How did your team benefit from that later on in the season?
Well, I think it's just a great experience for our players.
Being able to run and be around the people that I enjoy gives me a reason to be passionate about running.
Welcome to Stingers, discussions with SAU Bees over everyone's favorite drinks.
What happens to you though, seriously, if you drink the whole cup?
You get all your papers done. And
yeah, right.
Following the announcement of the new women's wrestling program here at SAU, the university has officially chosen a new head coach for the team. Carly Rusk, a St. Ambrose graduate, brings a background in wrestling to lead the charge. The former Geneseo High School girls wrestling coach is excited to get started. Last year, Rusk was named the Illinois Wrestling Coaches and Officials Association Coach of the Year Award. Rusk says she's excited to jumpstart the program and build it from the ground up.
The opportunity means everything to me. You know, working to establish wrestling as a sport for women is an opportunity that, you know, not everybody gets to have, so I am really grateful for that. I decided to take the opportunity, you know, just to help grow the sport and empower women. It's such a great sport that everyone, you know, deserves to be involved in.
The Fighting Bee football team hosted William Woods University in their second home game of the season, in a showdown under the lights this past Saturday. The Bees hoping to get their first victory of the season against the Owls. With the offense looking explosive early in the first quarter, quarterback Alec Ponder taking charge with the aerial attack, starting with this pass to wide receiver Cameron Bonsack, who found the end zone to give the Fighting Bees a 7-0 lead. Next came the ground attack for the Fighting Bees, with running back Trey Jenkins finding a gap and giving the Bees a double-digit lead at 14-0. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Zara Wilcox made it 3 touchdowns for the Bees when he took the ball up the middle, was forced to bounce it outside, and with a nice block from his quarterback, was able to find the end zone, making it 21-0. Going into the second quarter with a comfortable lead, the Bees got more help from their special teams when they blocked a punt, which was recovered by Mikey Brow for another touchdown to extend their lead even further to 35-0. The Bees offense wouldn't let up, as right before halftime, quarterback Alec Ponder found wide receiver Joseph Spalding for another touchdown to make the score 41-0. With offense and special teams playing hot, the defense wanted to get in on the fun, holding William Woods to only 5 points and creating multiple turnovers to shut down the Owls from getting any offensive movement, including this interception from Andre Kobich. In the end, it's 82 points for the Bees. That's the most they've scored in a game since 1912. The Bees will look to build off this momentum as they enter conference play this weekend with a tough game against the #1 ranked Grandview. On Tuesday night, the St. Ambrose women's soccer team playing host to the Mount Mary Blue Angels. The Bees were looking for their first conference win of the season. The Bees wasted no time getting started. Just 1 minute into the first half, senior Lauren Bendel put the Bees on the board 1-0. In the 4th minute, a seamless assist by Jenna Horst set Mia Hefner up to score, making it 2-0. And less than a minute later, Bendel with the perfect pass to Jenna Horst for the header. It's 3-0 Bees. An amazing performance for St. Ambrose as they outshot Mount Mary 30-0. The Bees went on to win easily 9-0, claiming their first conference victory of the season. They now travel to St. Francis Saturday night at 6. The women's volleyball team had a dominant night against conference opponent, the Judson Eagles. The Bees set the tone early with an incredible defensive play from Kennedy DeBailey, who kept the play alive with a dig to Inés Marquez, allowing Sofia Pabon for the kill. Later in the match, Chloe Fabry took advantage of another great set by Inés Marquez, recording one of her 13 kills of the game. Bees up by 10 in the second set. In the final set, Fabry struck again with another power kill, keeping the momentum with the Bees. Larkin Calais closed out the match with a serve that the Eagles could not return, sealing the 3-0 victory. Unfortunately, they fell to Governor State last night, 3-1. They'll take on St. Francis at home on Tuesday. The TBK Bank Sports Complex hosts basketball, volleyball, and now esports. Honey Pot returned after a 2-year hiatus, partnering with the complex to provide a larger space for attendees. SAU Weekly's Grant Ward takes us to the courts for Honey Pot 7.
Stepping up to the plate, Blue Jay.
Blue Jay against Blue Bee.
Honey Pot 7 Fireside Tales occurred this past weekend, featuring fighting games.
Part of me was rooting for Kazuya.
Fun costumes.
Yeah, we got the mystery machine going on.
And a new venue.
I think it's been going really well, especially for the new space. I mean, it's been 2 years since we ran it, and being able to see all these people in a venue and not be squished together, and seeing the whole venue as a whole layout and not just like it's segmented and fragmented like how it was at the Putnam, it just feels great.
The event attracted attention from returning spectators.
This is my second one that I've been to. From a spectator standpoint, the new venue gives a lot more room.
New players.
It was a great time. I got to meet a lot of cool people and hang out, play some games.
And collegiate teams.
I think this one we had a lot more collegiate event, attendees.
Favorite memories range from more personal.
Meeting one of my favorite Smash players, Atada.
To event-wide moments.
Kilo hitting a rocket hammer on Apollo Kage. That was pretty sick.
Kind of bouncing off of F, like, oh my God! He knows!
Planning for the next Honey Pot has already started.
For the next Honey Pot, I would hope that it continues to go bigger and more people come out.
Along with hints as to what its theme is.
We're on basketball courts. That's a hint.
It was a really cool event, and if it keeps getting better, then it's great news for me, and it's great news for everybody around here.
For anyone who hadn't come to Honey Pot, please come check it out. If you love gaming and you like hype moments and great people, come out. Come support us and come talk to us and watch the games.
For SAU Weekly.
Oh, no! Oh, and there you have it, friends. Your Honey Pot number 7 Grand Finals champion. It is the best snake in the country, Apollo Kage.
I'm Grant Ward.
Thanks, Grant. You can watch previous Honey Pot streams for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at twitch.tv/UGSgaming and twitch.tv/TV/_7. And that'll do it for Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Ross Willarth.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of SAU Weekly. We'll be back next week with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, top stories, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at sauthehive.com.
We'll leave you with this week's campus question. How's your grades looking? Thanks for watching.
I'm Ben Boatwright. I actually am failing all my classes, so I dropped them. Please don't tell Res Life I'm still living on campus.
I'm Jack Degner. I think my grades are going pretty good. My roommate Ben Boatwright has been helping me study. He's had a lot of free time, so he's kind of been hanging around the room, helping me with A&P and bio. It's been good. It's been good.
My name is Anthony Conard, and so far my grades have been going pretty well. I got a 4.0 right now, but with these exams coming up, I thought I'd take a little extra time to start studying with my friends Jack and Ben. So they are pretty smart, so hopefully they can help me through these exams, and I can keep that 4.0 up. Abuse.
My name's Sarah Casillas, and my grades are going pretty good, to be honest. No complaints.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Jeremiah Morris. I'm a senior here at St. Ambrose, and my 5-week classes are, I would say they're going great, honestly. I've been more happy than I ever have been in my 4 years of being here. I mean, it's my senior year, and I'm on my way out of the door, and a lot of the classes I've been taking right now are really just to get me to leave, really. You know, I'm taking a lot more meaningful classes, a lot more classes that involve my major, getting a little bit of gen eds out the way, you know, but my 5-week classes are going great, and I've been more happy than I ever have been since I've been here.
I'm Nicholas McQuall. I'm a sophomore here at St. Ambrose. My 5-week grades are doing well. I've tried to stay ahead of the tests and grades like that, so we're doing good. Doing good.
My name is Karen Castillo. I'm an industrial mechanical engineer. I'm a senior level. So far for 5 weeks, I feel exhausted, pushed to the limit, but still motivated.
My name is Trinity, and my 5-week grades are going well. And Wendell plus Wendell equals Toodles.
Hey, I'm Sean Devastali, and these are how my 5-week grades are looking. You know, I'm in 2 different choirs and voice lessons, so easy A, you know. Accounting, that's like a 92, I just looked it up. I have a test next week, so I might be cooked. Management, yeah. And then marketing, yeah, should be like a 99%. They're looking pretty solid if you ask me.